Steven Simons, co-captain, Bermuda National Basketball Team. We've got two major festivals coming up, and I know it's a challenge for you guys to get funding and so forth, but first let's talk a little bit about what the two major festivals are and what's the ambition and the goals for not only the players but for the team itself to accomplish their goal.
Okay, so the first tournament we're going to is the Caribbean Basketball Confederation Championships. It's an Olympic qualifier to be held in Tortola, British Virgin Islands. The last time we journeyed to that tournament was 2011. We finished 5th. The top 3 teams in that tournament actually go into the next round of qualifiers, which that'll be our goal, is obviously to get into that top 3. We narrowly missed out on it in 2011, so we're looking to build on that 5th place finish and get in the top 3. Following that, we come back for about 3 days, and then we take off for the NatWest Island Games. We're 3-time defending gold champs, so obviously our ambition there is to go back and bring back another gold medal, so make it 4 in a row.
So obviously 2 tournaments back-to-back, high-level tournaments for basketball. What are the challenges that the team is having individually and collectively?
Okay, so one of the major challenges is we have an aging team. We've been together for quite a while, some of the core group, but we are getting old. Myself, Sullivan Phillips, Dean Jones, Chris Crumpler, Jason Lowe, we're all over 30. But we do have some youth coming in this time, which is nice to see. We have Tajor Riley, who's a young up-and-coming player, Kieran Burgess, and we also have a 14-year-old joining us for our Island Games in Rye Aronson, which is nice to see. But obviously some of the challenges is guys' commitment to the cause. We have family commitments, work commitments, raising money, because all of these expenses are fully paid by ourselves. So getting the team together, both mentally, physically, and then having that financial aspect hanging over our head is definitely a challenge.
And that's where you guys are lacking at this time, the financial struggles of individuals possibly not being able to make the final cut because of the financial challenge?
Yes, definitely. Particularly some of our college students, some of the younger ones I mentioned. If you can imagine coming home from college, you're selected to represent your country, and then you're told, but we need $3,500 by next week. It's unfair. We have done some fundraisers. We have reached out to the local community on numerous occasions, and we have got some support, but we need some more to help these guys kind of, realize their dreams.
Now, we just finished the Cell One Island Basketball League in the playoffs. Are they helping out in any way, shape, or form?
Not at this moment. I know Cell One does support the BBA. This is strictly a national team venture. To my knowledge, we have some corporate funding. I won't say specifics, but I know certain guys have their own, personal sponsors and have done their own fundraising on the side. But we do need that additional support, like I said, for some of these young guys, just to kind of help them out along the way.
Why do you think basketball does not get support? And when I say support, I'm talking about the fact that there is a basketball league or leagues played. It's not very well supported by the local media. Why do you think that is the case? When actually so many people are watching NBA, and so, why do you think that's the case?
I think just off the historical aspect, soccer and cricket have always been Bermuda's national sports. But if you do come out to the basketball and you are involved in it, you'll see it's a growing sport. We have it right now through the primary schools. I do youth camps in the summer. They're always very well attended, right up from 6 years old all the way up to 16, 17. So aside from that historical aspect, I'm not sure why. I know tons of people that watch the NBA, they watch March Madness, but when it comes to local basketball, it doesn't have that level of excitement. I'm not exactly sure why.
Well, if they came and watched, they'll see the level of excitement, because it is exciting at times. Okay, so you're 3-time defending champions of the Island Games, just missed out on the CBC. What do you know about the opponents that you'll face at the CBC? Because I know you're well versed at the opponents you'll meet in the Island Games, but the CBC is the one that you really want to get to that next round for.
Definitely. Well, I know our first opponent is what we're really focused on, is Bahamas. In our first venture, they beat us pretty badly. We had a bad first quarter. And then I think we kind of played them evenly, but they ended up beating us by about 20 or so in that first game in 2011. They're also our first game this time around. They're defending champs, so it gives us a chance to kind of make a statement of our own, set our goals pretty high, and then kind of set the tone for the rest of the tournament. Bahamas is a very tough team. We also have Guyana in our group, which we went to a training camp in Guyana a couple of months ago, so we know them very well. We have Antigua in our group, and then obviously a couple of teams out there that we'd have to actually beat to get into the medal rounds is teams like Jamaica and then U.S. Virgin Islands would probably be one of the favorites.
What would be what record are you looking forward to get into that medal round and then possibly place high enough to move on to the next round?
Okay, so in the initial phase, we'd have to finish top 2 in our group. There's 6 teams in 2 groups, so 12 teams in total. We have to finish in that top 2, and then it's a knockout round after that. So our initial goal is to finish in that top 2 and then progress as far as we can.
All right, well, good luck, and hopefully this will help you get some additional sponsorship, and hopefully we can bring back that gold medal and advance on to the Olympic qualifier.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.